More than $1 trillion in wealth. Hundreds of opulent villas scattered across the globe. Stakes in the world's top 50 companies. Thousands of luxury cars, private jets, and a lifestyle that seems almost mythical. Just one family, whispered about in boardrooms and back alleys alike, allegedly pulling the strings from the shadows. Some say every move you make, every transaction you complete, is somehow touched by their unseen hand. This is the legend of the Rothschilds, the family that, for centuries, has been rumored to control the world's destiny from behind closed doors. But who are the Rothschilds, really? Beyond the myths and conspiracy theories, the true story of this extraordinary family is one of ambition, resilience, and a legacy that has shaped the very fabric of modern finance and society. Let's step beyond the shadows and discover the real history of the Rothschild family, a tale that's every bit as fascinating as the legends that surround them. The Rothschild saga begins in the cramped Jewish ghetto of Frankfurt, Germany, in the late 18th century. Mayer Amschel Rothschild, the family patriarch, started with little more than a keen mind for business and a relentless work ethic. As a coin dealer and banker, Mayer Amschel saw opportunities where others saw obstacles. He was determined to break through the barriers of his time and build something lasting, not just for himself, but for generations to come. Mayer Amschel had 5 sons, and with strategic genius, he sent each to a different European capital: Frankfurt, London, Paris, Vienna, and Naples. This network became the first multinational banking dynasty. Through swift communication, trust, and innovation, the Rothschild brothers financed kings and empires, supported industrial revolutions, and played pivotal roles in shaping the Europe we know today. Nathan Mayer Rothschild, the London branch's head, became legendary for his financial acumen, reportedly funding the British war effort against Napoleon and pioneering new methods of international finance. The 5 sons, often symbolized as the 5 arrows, represented not just unity, but the strength of family working together across borders. Their coordination and trust in one another allowed them to move money, goods, and information faster than any competitor, a secret to their enduring success. By the mid-1800s, the Rothschilds were at the height of their power. Their banking houses were the financial backbone of Europe, trusted by monarchs and governments alike. They financed the British government during the Napoleonic Wars, helped stabilize economies after major conflicts, and played a crucial role in the development of global trade and industry. Their influence extended far beyond banking. Rothschilds advised kings, shaped diplomacy, and even influenced the creation of modern Israel through their support of Jewish causes. The family's wealth was not just measured in money, but in art, culture, and land. Their estates became centers of society, filled with priceless paintings, rare books, and the finest wines. The Rothschilds were known for their patronage of the arts, their scientific curiosity, and their commitment to philanthropy. They built hospitals, funded universities, and supported groundbreaking research in medicine and science. A key to the Rothschild success was their unwavering commitment to family unity and secrecy. Marriages were often arranged within the family to keep wealth and influence consolidated. Family councils were held to make major decisions, and the famous Rothschild Code of Conduct demanded loyalty, discretion, and integrity above all else. Their motto, Concordia, Integritas, Industria, harmony, integrity, industry, wasn't just words, it was a way of life. The Rothschilds were fiercely private, rarely courting publicity, and always presenting a united front to the outside world. This discretion, while fueling rumors, allowed them to avoid many of the pitfalls that befell other wealthy dynasties. With such wealth and influence, it's no surprise that the Rothschilds became the subject of endless speculation and conspiracy theories. Their preference for privacy only fueled the mystique. Were they really the puppet masters of global finance, or simply a family whose unity, vision, and adaptability allowed them to thrive where others failed? The truth is both simpler and more impressive. The Rothschilds succeeded because of their relentless innovation, their ability to adapt to changing times, and their commitment to family and philanthropy. The family's Jewish heritage also made them targets of anti-Semitic propaganda, especially in times of social and economic upheaval. Despite this, the Rothschilds used their resources to support Jewish communities, advocate for civil rights, and fight discrimination, a legacy that endures to this day. Today, the Rothschild family's direct control over global finance has diminished, but their legacy endures. The family's banking interests have diversified and modernized, with Rothschild and Company remaining a major player in international finance, mergers, and acquisitions. Branches of the family own some of the world's most prestigious vineyards, including Chateau Lafite Rothschild and Chateau Mouton Rothschild, producing wines that are legendary in their own right. Philanthropy continues to be at the heart of the Rothschild ethos. The family supports museums, conservation efforts, medical research, and humanitarian causes worldwide. Their foundations quietly shape culture, science, and education, ensuring that the Rothschild name remains associated with progress and generosity. The Rothschilds have left their mark not only on finance, but also on culture and society. Their art collections, architectural patronage, and support for scientific discovery have enriched the world. Their estates, from Waddesdon Manor in England to the grand chateaux of France, are now museums and cultural landmarks, open to the public and celebrated for their beauty and history. Despite the passage of time, the Rothschild mystique endures. They are referenced in novels, films, and popular culture as the ultimate symbol of wealth, power, and intrigue. Yet, behind the legends lies a family that has weathered revolutions, wars, and social upheaval by adapting, innovating, and staying true to their values. The Rothschilds remain a global family, with members living in Europe, North America, and beyond. While some continue in the banking tradition, others have become leaders in environmental conservation, winemaking, science, and the arts. The family's network of influence now extends into sustainable agriculture, renewable energy, and global philanthropy. Family gatherings, though private, are said to be a blend of tradition and modernity, where discussions range from business to climate change, from art to humanitarian issues. The Rothschilds continue to emphasize education, with many younger members holding advanced degrees and pursuing careers in diverse fields. What sets the Rothschilds apart is not just their wealth, but their ability to adapt, unite, and innovate across centuries. They have survived wars, revolutions, and economic upheavals, always emerging stronger, always finding new ways to contribute to society. Their story is a testament to the power of vision, family, and resilience. One of the lesser-known secrets behind the Rothschilds' meteoric rise was their pioneering use of communication and intelligence networks. In an era before telegraphs and telephones, the Rothschild family established a private courier system that spanned all of Europe. Their network of trusted messengers, carrier pigeons, and coded correspondence enabled them to receive news, especially financial and political developments, faster than anyone else. This information advantage allowed the Rothschilds to make swift, strategic decisions in banking and investments, often outmaneuvering their rivals and even governments. Their mastery of information flow not only boosted their fortune, but also laid the groundwork for modern global finance and intelligence operations. Beyond finance and philanthropy, the Rothschilds have left a lasting legacy in architecture and environmental stewardship. The family commissioned and built some of Europe's most stunning estates, gardens, and chateaux, such as Waddesdon Manor in England and Chateau de Ferrières in France, many of which are now open to the public as museums and heritage sites. These properties were not just displays of wealth, but centers for art, culture, and horticultural innovation. In recent decades, several Rothschild descendants have become champions of environmental conservation, supporting biodiversity, sustainable agriculture, and wildlife protection. Their commitment to preserving both cultural and natural heritage highlights the family's evolving role as stewards of the planet, ensuring their influence benefits future generations in new and meaningful ways. Whether celebrated as financial pioneers or whispered about as shadowy titans, the Rothschilds remain one of the most influential families in history, a dynasty whose impact will be felt for centuries to come. Their legacy is not just in the fortunes they built, but in the institutions, ideas, and values they have passed down through generations. In a world where fortunes rise and fall, the Rothschild family stands as a living legend, a symbol of unity, innovation, and enduring influence.